And we are live again. Good evening, good evening. But to another episode of Minecraft Creative Stream. I'm just going to, as always, share this on my social media, so please bear with just for uno momento. Out to the mighty book of faces. Let's get onto the YouTube and refresh. It's not showing yet. In your own time game. Your videos. That is odd, it's not letting me do it. Where are you? Right, let's go for my videos. Interesting. Technology is causing us a pain in the backside at the moment. Right, if I refresh my page... Technical difficulties getting this onto Facebook. Bear with. There we go. Share. And as always, we'll just call it Minecraft Creative. And this is the 4th episode in the series where I'm just doing some random building stuff on Minecraft. So I'll just double check that that's hit my Facebook. It has. Wonderful. Hi Sid, know you're tuning in. Right, well, now that the technical bit is sorted out, let's get on. So, since last time, there have been many developments. We are now on my ship. This is my ship. I'm inside of my ship. This is the captain's quarters. If I just quickly pop down here. There's a back door to the ship as well. There we go. But let's go through the bottom of the ship and out the top. So some beds here for our crew, assuming we actually have a crew. Some chests and barrels for storage. Hi Sid, just seen your comment. Hello. What's the weather like in Portugal today? Because it's been very nice down here actually. I've spent the entire day at Baratul Reservoir with some of my friends. And it's been marvellous. It's been really nice. Let's just get the panning shot of the ship in here with our lovely sail that we've worked out on, and of course the dragon's head, which now looks like a dragon's head, kind of like Toothless from How I Trained Your Dragon, or How to Train Your Dragon, rather. There we go. So, sunny as always. Good. Yeah, it's gotten much colder in England over the past couple of days. It happens every year, and I never expect it to. But when it does, I'm like, oh wow, it's a lot colder. But there's always one day where it just feels a lot colder than it has done up until that point, and then it never recovers, and it's just kind of towards autumn and winter from there. Now, a few things have changed since we were last here. I've already showed off the aquarium in the last stream, and that's been all completed. I've still got to do a bit on the back. The gigantic, ridiculous wall has been completed. There is also the addition of this altar type place, which I did last night when I was chatting with my best mate Dean on the phone. And it's just a nether portal really, with some Aztec style stone stairs and a bit of glowy stuff at the top because that looks quite nice. So yeah, back to the wall. Like the wall from Game of Thrones, but not quite as ridiculously oversized. Although I will say this wall has taken far too long. It's mostly complete. There are a few towers to add, a few bits to do inside the towers as well, and well, you'll see. Let's just go here, run along the wall. The wall gets a little shorter here. Yeah, there's stuff appearing on your right hand side there that we will get to in a bit. We will get there. And there are a few projects planned for tonight's stream. A few bits that I want to work on. My lovely dark chasmic kind of rune. with runes on the walls and those big ender portals again, which are lovely. So yeah, so last time I think I streamed, I was about here on the wall. Well, we're much further. As I say, the wall is pretty much complete. So let's just speed along here. Another tower there. Should be a tower on the corner here, I think, if the tile loads. Let's pause for a minute and let the game catch up with us, because that tile hasn't loaded. There we go. Another little tower. Little village here that we're going to do something with at some point. And so this is somewhere where we need to actually build a big watchtower or lookout tower. So we might do that at some point on this stream, because it's just quite a large area where the wall's kind of connecting and bending a bit. So I decided to make it into like a viewing platform / lookout tower. So we might do something with that later on the stream. We need another lookout tower here on the corner, so we'll get to that at some point. I've left a little block there reminding me that it needs to go up. And there's more wall. There's so much more wall. The wall just never ends. I got into a really good funk with it the other night, where I just stuck a couple of Skillet albums on, and well, truth be told, I just played the entire artist on Spotify. Big Skillet fan. So blasted through that. Another little tower here with some stairs going up to the high point of the wall. Probably want to put some lighting in here, because you're going to break your neck going down there otherwise. And tall bit of the wall. Again, you can see on the right hand side what has been the big project recently, which I didn't stream, I just did it in my own time, but we will get there. We will show that off momentarily. But yeah, the wall and another gigantic tower here, which again I'm going to put lights in, but it's just a winding staircase really, nothing too significant or special. Just a bit of set dressing, you know, just something to make it a bit more interesting. Got another watchtower here. What I want is every time the wall kind of corners or turns, I want there to be a watchtower. Just because it kind of gives it a bit of consistency and a bit of continuity, I guess, and makes it feel significant and powerful. Except for maybe this corner, because you've got the nice view there of the land rising up and that waterfall, so I might leave that bit there as it is. Plus there's another watchtower right nearby. Oh, it has been a very, very busy week. It's been a very manic week. Looking forward to starting my new job. Hopefully that will happen soon. But because of DBS and references taking a while to source, it could be a good 3 or 4 weeks. So in the meantime, we will entertain ourselves with streams and videos and what have you, DVD sets, and catching up with friends. And there we go, we've done the lap of the wall. It is now a completed wall, and I will not cry if I never have to build a wall like that ever again. Not gonna lie, it was a lot. Excuse me, coughing down the phone. It is not the dreaded Rona, just a bit of tea going down the wrong way. So, if we head inland, I had my friend Bethany over on the giant castle, so we'll quickly do that first. It is looking very, very big. So at the moment she's done the... there's a village down here, which is just an auto-spawned village, but it's cool. But yeah, so Bethany has done the basic outline of the castle now. It's all going to rest up on this kind of mound of sandstone, which is cool. I can't remember the name of it, but she told me what the name of it is. It's an oubliette. It sounds like oubleck, but it's not. It's a French word for a forget pit, where basically in the 18th and 17th centuries, French castle builders and architects decided to build a little pit where you just kind of drop people and forget about them. Not like, you know, spikes or anything. It's not. You don't push them down just to immediately go splat and die. But it's oh, I wish I could remember. It's oob something. It's a very French sounding word. There's the main kind of basis of the castle here, which is going to be fleshed out and filled out next time she comes over for a catch up and watch some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then there is a very gothic cathedral area looking here, this is really cool. There's like a waterfall here on the inside, and if we go to the outside as well, which I'm not going to fit through that window, am I? I am. Wonderful. Comes out the outside and comes down the rocks as well. So yeah, very very cool. I like the Gothic kind of style of architecture, the black bricks, and just even the building structure itself is very Gothic in nature. We've got a couple of Gothic cathedrals around Plymouth, which yeah, very similar kind of building structure. Lots of spires and mounted bricks and stuff. And then there's this. So I wanted to make an army barracks, and I kind of got out of hand a little bit. I wanted to go for like a Japanese aesthetic. I was inspired by oubliette. Thank you, good knowledge. Sydney's just posted into the chat oubliette, which is the correct answer, and it's the word that I was wrestling with. And I kept saying to Beth, I'm going to mention it on the stream, and I'm not going to have a flipping clue how to pronounce it. And sure enough, I get on the stream, I don't have a flipping clue how to pronounce it. But that is the word oubliette. So yeah, so this kind of got out of hand. It was inspired a bit by an anime I've been watching recently called Bleach, where it's kind of very traditional, historic Japanese style with just like walls and wood and those kinds of colours as well. You got just the very basic redstone stuff there. So I'll show you around this, and this aesthetic is hopefully going to bleed over into our villages as well, because I've got plans for our villages. So I've just built the basic outline of these two buildings, which I'm going to turn into some form of like sleeping quarters, I think, with 2 floors. But they're both identical. The roofs are a nice touch. I like the way they kind of just blend and kind of crawl up into each other. There's an outdoor training area where we've got some suits of armour, which kind of represent soldiers, I guess, or, you know, those training mannequins you have. Some targets for practice with bow and arrows and crossbows and what have you, because you can use those on this game, which is really cool. There is a central tower here, which we'll show off in a minute. Another kind of barracky area here, very similar style to the last one, just a wee bit smaller. And we've put some grass in just to make it look a little bit different, make it stand out. Big tower number 1, big tower number 2, and big tower number 3 we will get to. This I built the other night. I'm going to try and make this maybe like either a storage area or maybe like a bathhouse or something. Because again, that's a very Japanese thing to have a hot spring or a bathhouse. I like the pattern on the floor. I use the iron blocks to kind of create that squared, ribbed kind of pattern, and it just kind of works. It makes everything feel quite military, quite linear. So big fan of that. We've got what I'm referring to at the moment as the captain's quarters here, or maybe like the senior officer's quarters. It's got like a little pond out here, and again grassy area. Let's go in and have a little look, see what we've done. Again, it's very basic at the moment, very bare bones. I need to build some stairs going up to the 2nd and 3rd floor, but it's nice. It's just a very simple kind of area. So what we might do is later on the stream, we're going to try and flesh out some of these buildings. Now, the big towers, you can't actually get into in the bottom, and I've made that by design, because I'm going to try and make them... I'm not sure if I'm going to try and turn like one of them into like a prison area, or maybe all of them into a prison area, but they're all connected to the central control tower, which we're going to go into, which has got 4 entrances. Also, just quickly before we go in, I'm just going to pan up for a sec. And I like how it's almost like a maze aesthetic. Not quite a maze, but it's very, it's very distinctive in its style, and it's just kind of like you could get lost. I mean, I've been around a few military complexes because 2 of my best friends are Royal Marines, and I've been allowed onto base once or twice in my time. And they are very much like that. You kind of just get lost. It's kind of all very much, it all looks the same. So let's head in. Let's have a look what we've got here. So the basic area is, again, very bare bones, very militaristic. But there is a ladder here. And if we go up to the first ladder, we get onto the 1st floor. The ladder goes all the way up to the very top, but when we get onto the 1st floor, we can exit, and I've built this kind of like little bridge floating area, which is really cool, and it leads into the tower. And again, it just stops at a dead drop at the moment because I've not really filled it out or decided what I'm going to do with it. But I like the aesthetic of just like the main tower. The only way you can get into the sub towers is by going through the main tower and through these bridges. So if we go up to the 2nd, maybe it is the dreaded Rona. I keep coughing. Joke. It is not. I do not have a tickly throat. I can still taste my food, and I'm feeling the after effects of a very spicy kimchi ramen that I had for dinner, because budgeting. And the final tower, which is the grandiose, the big one, which I think if any of them are going to be like an underground storage facility or like a prison facility, this will be the one that I turn into that. And that's not all we've done. Like I said, I've spent a good few kind of like 4 or 5 hours since the last stream working on this world. So if I just jump back down to ground zero here, and jump off here. So if you go through I think this is like the west entrance or something, but I can't remember really, because geography. Maybe it's the east. There is a bridge here which I've built, which is really cool. I'm just going to walk over it for now, and then we'll pan around in a second. Because that wall that I've put in the army barracks, I've kind of made the aesthetic for the villages as well. So I've walled over the first village. Now this one is derelict. This one has got like missing blocks and stuff. The game generates two types of villages: populated villages and derelict villages. And I'll be honest, when Minecraft spawns buildings, they always look a little tiny. So what I've decided to do, and this is going to be part of our project for tonight, is some of it we're going to keep and we're going to build on, but other parts of it we're going to completely demolish, like these towers, for example. And we're going to build our own, and we're going to make them bigger, and we're going to make them, you know, a bit more impressive, and also to fit the aesthetic of the world that we're kind of building. So that's the thing we're going to do. What I will do as well is I'm just going to show off the bridge, because I've got this took a while last night just to get the arch correct, and it is now as I want it. It looks really cool. You can go under the bridge, and you can see the framework there as well, with all the little fencing panels we used as our kind of our scaffolding, just to get the general shape of it first before we blocked out here. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. It's just really cool, and I say it blends the two areas together. One other thing that we might look at doing as well is there's the second village here, which is underneath the Gothic castle. Now, this one is populated, but again, we can still build around it and we can do things with it. Might expand it out into this area because there's a lot of desert here, and it would be really cool to make it look a bit more interesting than just cacti and sand. So that's the idea. That's the kind of the general thing we're going for at the moment. I think that's everything that I needed to show off. So what we'll start with is we're going to start on the military complex, I think, and start filling. Let's start with these two guardhouses. In fact, let's start with the small guardhouse because we're there. Let's drop down here. Plop. So it's very small in the inside. It is just 4 blocks across. So I'm thinking what we will do is we're going to turn this into a storage facility, rather than it being like a sleeping barracks or something. So what we want, because it's quite tall, we want to build something up here, maybe like a platform for storage or something with a ladder going up to it. So let's get into our options and we'll select the wood we want. Let's get some lights actually first into our inventory because we want to brighten it up. I enjoy using these lanterns a lot with these buildings, and also the aqua lamp, or sea lantern, there we go. So those two can jump in our inventory. Now if we go back up, and we're just going to select the wood type we're going to work with inside. In fact, let's have a look at what we've got on the area out. So we've got birch on there, we've got the redstone there, so we do want something slightly different. So I'm thinking we're going to go for a light wood, we're going to go for the birch planks. Which means we're also going to have birchwood stairs, potentially if we decide to use the stairs for anything. Birchwood slab. We need a ladder. Because I say, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to really use the stairs other than for doing like kind of skirting boards or rims around the room, that kind of thing. And what shall we do? So what are we going to store in here, I guess, is the next question. So we probably want to get chests or something like chests. Maybe something to look a little different. It is a military storage facility, so we could have weaponry. We could have a bunch of things. Let's get some barrels. And, well, we don't want a beehive in there. That's a dumb idea. Redstone lamp. I've not seen what that looks like. Get that in our inventory just to play with it for a second. And if we scroll down a bit further. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just start building the main aesthetic of the room for the time being. Okay, let's start by laying some flooring down, which we want to be the standard birch planks there. So I've built it up on an elevation, so you've got a bit for him to go. Come on, in your own time, game. I've got to figure out where we're going to put, at what level we're going to put the floor, because we want room to walk around on top as well. So we want it about 3 blocks tall. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could get away with 2 actually, I reckon. All right, let's do platform here. We're going to use the slab instead, so it's a thin-looking floor. And then we can get like an area here as well. Get it to run along. And maybe not all the way. Maybe don't want it to go all the way, but we can certainly use a bit more of the space we got here. In fact, we could probably use a lot. We could maybe even make it its own level. We don't actually physically need to see all of it, do we? Bum, 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 and bum. Okay. Right, the next thing we want to do is we want to do something about the lighting here. So we can hang the lanterns from here. I think the lanterns will be a good aesthetic for the inside of the building. Ah, it's a slab, we can't do that. Okay. Thoughts then, what do we do? Let's try the redstone lantern, just to see what it looks like. Does it need to be connected to redstone to work? It does. Okay, let's try. Let's get some redstone torches out, or redstone itself. Here. Let's just see how it looks. It needs a power conductor as well, doesn't it? Okay, let's just see how it looks. I'm going to destroy that in a moment, probably, but just to experiment with it and figure out what it looks like, really. Let's just get rid of redstone lamp now, because we're going to smash those in a sec. Nothing doing, huh? Maybe I need to... No? Nothing? Ah, there we go. Oh, it doesn't really look very good, does it? Okay, let's get rid of those. And the redstone that looks a lot like blood on the floor. Right, okay, let's bench that idea for a moment. What I do want to get out and replace the redstone torch and the redstone itself with, I want to get a chain. And I'll explain what we're going to do with the chain in a minute. It's nothing kinky. Let's go up here and about... Yeah, there will do. Because if we do that, and we do another one here, what we can do with the lantern is we can actually hang it off the end. Oh, hello. I'm not getting my positioning good at all here. That just gives it a bit more. In fact, let's do 4 of them in a row, just because we can. Or, better idea. Bye bye, bye bye. Oh, I hit the roof, and again. Let's get the redstone fixed. Me and my clumsy sausage fingers. There we go, fixed. I wonder if we can get the chain attached to the bottom of this, you know. Does it actually connect? No, it doesn't, and that looks rubbish. Yeah, that's not great. This game makes some very spooky noises in the background sometimes. I do wonder what exactly is going on. Let's go for the corners and do it on a chain, and let's do it 2 down. Connect, please. There we go, and connect. Boom. And let's stick that one on the end there. Oh, much better. We can now see what we're doing so we don't break any more roof tiles. Okay, so that's very basic and very bare bones. But for now, let's get... We want to get the How do we want to do this? Oh, I know what we can do. Okay, so we're just going to smash through 2 of these. And we're going to get up here and we're going to get another bit of lighting up. We're going to do some lanterns again. So we'll just stick one on there and one on there. And that one's too far forward, so we'll go here. There we go. And we're going to build a wee ladder just going up. My Irish heritage coming through there a tiny bit. There we go, lovely. Up we go. So there's a storage area up here, and if we go down here, there's another area that we can store things in. So let's clear our inventory, and let's go and get some things that we can use to make it look storage area-ish. The scaffolding might look quite good if we just do like a few bits and pieces of that. What else do we want? We would like... Oh, there's so many different things we can use here. It's almost spoilt for choice. Alright, let's go here and have a look at a few things. So, brewing stand would look good. Store a few of those. A couple of chests. A couple of barrels. Armor stands, yep, okay, that would work. Don't really want to use like bookcases or anything. We're just going to kind of use those for actual areas that store books. The item frame will be useful because we can maybe store a bunch of swords in here as well using those. Lumina, not really. Yeah, let's get a couple of things to store in. Yeah, let's get some bows. Let's get some diamond swords because they look cool and blue and we like that. And yeah, let's just get some. Yeah, these netherite helmets look real cool. So that's what we're going to do. So on the lower area, and again, we want to do something a bit more with this lighting. Potentially. Let's not worry about that for now. Let us get some scaffolding up. Oh, hello. It almost looks like storage tables, which is quite cool. So we just like randomly whack a pile there. Doesn't have to look, you know, perfect. It just needs to look like it's naturally how people would have stacked it or stored it. So we must not have it stacked. Stick one there and one there. Super. Okay, maybe one more. Yep. Okay, so that's one thing already. We've got brewing stands. So let's just stick a few over here. Oh, they're actually puffing out stuff. Maybe not then. Okay, don't like that. Alright, move on to the armor stands. In fact, I've been clever here, haven't I? I can literally go bump, 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 bump. Excellent. In fact, we can probably do another row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's whack some helmets on them. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get the bows actually on them as well. Here we go. This is good. This is good. And then get swords on these ones. Yeah, look at that. That already looks good for a storage area. Okay, let's get some boxes here as well. Just because it looks cool to store them. Like that. And in between them we can do barrels, can't we? Clever. Oh, I can't build on top of it. You just build them on sideways, that works. Actually, you know what? Let's have that one on top as it is. How do I get the other one on top? Interesting. Let's do them all sideways on. And this bit will be a bit more militaristic, so let's go bomb, bomb, bomb. So, okay, we've got storage area up there, and then up here, what we can do... Let's get some other things, because we've kind of used what we've got at the moment. What would look interesting? Sid, as always as well, please feel free to shout out in the comments if you've got any ideas or any suggestions. But let's have a look at maybe some crossbows would be cool. Yeah, let's get some crossbows. Hello, Mr. Crossbow. Let's have a look at maybe some potions as well. Stick them in frames. Like that one, and like that one. And crafting table, we could get a few of those. Maybe a few smokers as well. Yeah, that'll look good. Okay. Right, so let us... I need to get the frame. Silly brain, please work properly. Thank you, bye. So, first of all, let's get the crafting tables up and over here. Then let's get some... let's do it a kind of mix matched here. So, whoops. Talking to myself like a crazy person. Now let's get item frames up here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, framed an item frame. Right, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I don't even know what these are. Potion of slowness, potion of strength, and potion of poison. That's cool. So that all looks real cool. Okay, and then up here we're going to just do crossbows. Okay, and there we go. We don't want to overstuff it. So that looks good. That is our storage area. We need to do something about the door. I don't usually use iron doors, but in this case I will. We need a pressure plate to open and close an iron door. Or a lever, but I like the pressure plates because they just look a bit more natural. A chessboard flooring like the final battle in Alice in Wonderland. Doesn't really fit the aesthetic of what we're going for in the army area, but I've kind of got that on the dance floor in the main house anyway at the moment. That's definitely something I could look at doing it later, but maybe in the castle. I'm not allowed to touch the castle. Bethany has told me that she will do bad things to me that involve beating me up and punching me if I touch her castle. So I'm not going to touch the castle for now, but I will suggest that to her. Right, get in that way, and then how do we get out? We go block, block. Boom! There we go. Look at that. That's all good. Yeah, I dare not touch the castle at the moment. I will. It will be a case of don't bring flowers to the funeral if I were to mess with the castle. Right, so that's that area done. That's the storage area. Let's move on to the barracks. So what we want is, we want some beds, we want some storage, and we want maybe like an eating mess as well. And we're going to literally mirror what we do in one in the other, but we're going to have a male and a female one, because that's how the military do stuff. So let's get, what's a good kind of colour? The green looks quite good, that's like a military kind of colour. And we want one that kind of balances it. Cyan, yeah, cool. Like me some cyan. In fact, let's just get rid of that. And let's go again, cyan, green. Just want to clear the inventory there. Now, we'll have a little look at our toys again and see what else we can add to this. Bookshelf's a good idea. Right, we want treasure chests because everyone's going to have like their own storage area as well. We probably want to do something with carpet, but we'll get to that when we're inside the buildings and we've actually thought them through. What was I looking for? I had an idea for something and my brain has just completely forgotten it. Right, we want that and that. I don't know why I always have the Little Mermaid in my head, but for some reason I do. Lanterns. I was going to bed, storage area, yes, yes, yes. And then we'll do the storage areas first, then we'll work with the mess afterwards. So let's get into these. So, We want the entrance. Do we want the entrance? Yeah, the front. I think we do. So how many blocks across is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. That should be dead in the middle. It is, and this one's identical. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, it's iron floor here, so we're going to alter that immediately. But firstly, let's just give ourselves some light to work with. We'll destroy these blocks in a bit. But for now, it's a good... actually, that's not very good at lighting at all. Let's knock it through for 3, and we'll do something with it clever later on. But for now, let's just get some light on the situation. So, 1 on each corner there. Let's have an exit at the back as well. So, completely guessed that. Good, that's smack dab in the middle. Fab. Get some natural light through as well. Okay, so we've got plenty of space to work 2 levels here. That's the good news. So, what kind of wood do we want to go? Do we want to go for the birch again, or do we want to go for something different? It's got to be some form of wood so we can put carpet on it, because it is meant to be like a living area. So let's go back to the birch wood, I think, because we've got oak everywhere outside. Want something a little different. We're going to want stairs, I think. Are we going to want stairs? No, let's stick with ladders because it is military. So we'll get there. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to outline the basic floor. So let's figure out how tall this is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So we can have 5 on the bottom and 4 on top potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here will be the separating block. Yeah, that looks good because then we're going to build a floor down here as well. So, and now the boring bit where I just like paste a bunch of blocks everywhere. Let's put some light up here as well, just to make it easier for when we get blocked in a minute, which we will. Don't know why my brain works like that, but it just does. We need it to look like that. And also, this has been bothering me. Yeah, now everything is even and everything is as it should be. Right, let's get on with the flooring. I just thought of a really bad dad joke that I haven't heard since I was a kid. It was something about what Mexican carpenters say. Andale, andale. It's a terrible joke. It's just a terrible joke. Even by my standards, that's not good. Also, apologies for the slightly offensive Mexican voice that I've just done on stream. Alright, that's the floor done, and we're going to work out where we're going to put the... okay, this is useful. So because the way the lighting's working, I can figure out exactly where the middle of the room is. And it is here. So we're going to put one there. We're going to punch another hole there. And that is even, and that is wonderful, and that is where we're going to have the level up. Now what we're also going to do, and this is going to be... I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we'll do it this way. So we're going to when you enter the house, you're actually going to go up some steps here, just to make the floors and everything even. Because at the moment, this is 1 block bigger than up there, I think. Or rather, this equals block 1 to 5 here. So this will equal block 1 of 5 up here. So everything will be the same height. I'm pleased that you laughed at the dad joke. I refuse to say, lol, because I'm not 15. Alright, Sid, I've got a challenge for you. Is that you're kind of vigilantly watching the stream. Give me your best dad joke in the comments. because it'll be good amusement for me while I do this boring bit of flooring. Bop, 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 and bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop to the top for all you High School Musical fans out there. Which is basically me, as when I was a kid, I think I must have seen High School Musical a total of 40, 50 times because my sister would watch it ad nauseum. Okay, we're nearly there with the flooring, and then we've got to do it all over again in the next building as well. But it's cool. It's fine. We don't mind that because this is going to look freaking awesome by the time we're done. So what I'm thinking is this: the sleeping area is going to be upstairs, as is the norm. But we're also going to do like the mess and maybe a library area as well, because I've got the books there on my inventory down here. Awesome, that looks cool. I like the aesthetic of the white wall, but then the birchwood floor. That looks really cool. Okay, let's get the ladder up there. Nice ladder, and another nice ladder. Oops. Hit the wrong bit there. Let's do some beds. Let's work out the spacing of these, because you want it to look good. You want it to kind of fit the shape of the room and stuff. I'm thinking, do we want beds at the end of the room? Maybe like a separating wall. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so we might not do beds at the end of the room, but we're going to do a separating kind of thing here. Because also it means it's easier for people to get up there. Okay. And let's do this. Oh, that's terrible. That is just... Oh. Oh no, there's more coming. Okay, I'll read these out. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. I've heard that one so many times. What do you call someone with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. It's like that one, what do you call a man with no feet and no shins? Neil. Yeah, that's bad. Again, no offence intended to anybody who's got no feet and no shins. Although, actually, if you've got no feet and no shins, that's actually kind of, in a really morbid way, it's kind of cool. Like, it's really interesting. It's not cool for you, obviously. It's probably quite frustrating, but I'm going to stop before I get myself into trouble. Let's have a cross through here. The least spoken language in the world is sign language. That one's... It's more of a factoid than a joke, almost. It's that bad. What I'll do then is I will tell some dad jokes. Not many, but a few on the stream, because I'm known far and wide amongst my friends for my ability to tell the dad jokes. So, an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman are working on the Olympic Village, and I've just fluffed that. Bear with. So Englishman, Irishman, and Scotsman working on the Olympic Village back in 2012. Well, it's a couple of weeks before the opening ceremony, and they're all sat around having lunch and just discussing the handiwork. The Scotsman pipes up and he says, "You know what, lads, we've worked really hard on this. I think we should get to go to the opening ceremony." The Englishman laments that only athletes can go to the opening ceremony. So they have a little rant, and the Irishman pipes up with an idea, and he says, "Okay, well, why don't we go dressed as competitors? We can just sneak in. That way, no one will be any the wiser." So they all think this is a jolly good idea. So a few days pass, and it's time for the opening ceremony. And sure enough, they arrive at the building site, as they usually do, to start the shift. And the Englishman looks around first of all, and eventually his eyes kind of land on a big old sledgehammer, the type that you use to break up rocks and stuff on the building site. So he picks it up, sticks it on his shoulder, marches off to the front desk and says, "Oh, hi, I'm Smith, England. I'm here for the hammer throw." So the receptionist looks him up and down and nods and, "Very good, Mr. Smith, in you go." Walks on through, job's a good one. So the Scotsman is the next one to attempt the break-in, if you like, or the sneak in. And he looks around and he looks around, and eventually his eyes land upon a big pole, the scaffolding foot poles that they use to kind of put up buildings and such. And so he looks at it and he nods and he picks it up and he marches off to the front desk and he looks at the reception and says, "Oh, hi, Douglas, Scotland. I'm here for the pole vault." So again, the reception lady, the receptionist, looks him up and down and nods and says, "Oh, very good. In you go. Yep, that checks out. That tracks. That's all good." Well, the Irishman is now on his own, and he's a bit frustrated because this was his idea and all the good shit's gone. So what he does is he wanders around the building site, and eventually his eyes land on a roll of barbed wire. And so what he does is he picks it up, he sticks it on his shoulder, he cuts himself to pieces while doing so, and he marches off to the front desk and says, "Oh, hi, Kyle, Ireland, fencing." It's really weird telling a joke on street, and I assure you, it is bad. Now that's a proper dad joke, that one. Oh, hello, hello. What's going on there? I didn't mean to go to bed. Oh, I went to bed. That was accidental, but okay, we'll go with it. That's fine. That's all good. Right, okay, let's see what Sid put. My wife dumped me for only talking about video games. It's such a ridiculous thing to fall out for. Oh. I shouldn't find that one as funny as I do, but it's brilliant. I like that. That's great. That's a good one. I'm going to use that one at some point and distress all of my friends with it. Right, we've got 6 beds, and now we need bedside table, bedside table, bedside table, bedside table, un bedside table, un bedside table, and storage chest, and so on and so forth. Lather, rinse, repeat. I've done the spacing wrong here, and that's going to bother me. How is that? That's what I've done. I really should get tested to find out if I've got OCD, but for the time being, we're just going to pretend that this is normal behaviour for a human to be using. There we go. That's nice. Does it look a little naked there? Yes, it does. Let's stick one more up there. There's an extra space in that wall, and it's frustrating me. But it's fine. We'll make best do. So what we'll do with these lamps, I'm going to hang them from the ceiling now. So corner, corner, corner. Why was the king only 12 inches tall? Because he was a ruler. Stick with the Fallout jokes. That's no good. That one was bad. That one was not a good joke. Oh crud! That's karma. I'm slating the joke and punching holes through the wall. It's really bothering me that let's put a bookshelf in the back corner just to placate it so it doesn't all have to look. Oh, that's not going to work either. Just 2 will do that, and then we're going to fill that in. Let's get the white concrete, which is, I believe, that one there. And let's just what are we not going to use again on this particular bit? Oh, that's annoying. Everything we're going to use. Let's get rid of the ladder for the time being, just to fix that. Boom. Alright, there we go. See, that looks naked now, though. That doesn't look... That wall looks empty. I wonder if I just do... Yeah, that's better. That pleases me more. Oh. I can make my peace with that. At least it looks a bit more even. We've got our doors here, which we're going to have to put doors on. Right, okay, so I've just got to remember the spacing. So one space, and then it's going to be that, because we're going to make it reverse. So it's one space and that. Oh, one space and that. Oh, Sid, where are you getting these from? These are awful. What is the opposite of a croissant? Or croissant? A happy uncle. Playing on the fact that croissant looks like croissant. Okay. Donald Trump is in bed in the White House with Melania, and they're watching the evening news. Well, often to remove himself from the gene pool. And Melania turns to Donald and she says, "You know what I think? I bet you $20 that he's going to jump Donald." So Trump pauses for a moment and he considers it, and then he nods and he says, "Okay, I'll take that bet. That's fine. Let's have it. Let's do it. I'm happy to take your money. I don't think he'll jump." So they continue watching the news from the comfort of the White House bed, and sure enough, about 10 or so minutes later, the man jumps, splat, dead. So Trump kind of just, reaches over to the bedside table, pulls out his wallet, nods and says, "Well, honey, when you're right, you're right. I can't argue that." And he hands over the $20 to Melania. At which point Melania, she just kind of pauses and she reconsiders and she says, "Donald, I can't lie to you. You're my husband. I must be honest with you. I actually saw this earlier on. This is a repeat news story. I was lying. I'm sorry, I can't take your money." And Trump puts the money back in his wallet and he nods and he smiles sweetly at her and he just says, "Well, honey, I appreciate your honesty, and I feel too that I should come clean. I need to be honest with you about something as well. I also saw this earlier on. I just didn't think it'd be dumb enough to jump twice." Yeah, that's a joke. That's a thing that I told. Oh, these are bad. Like, when you realise your own jokes are bad, you know that they're bad. There's no gap there, is there? So straight into the treasure chest, bed, and a library. And then we got to work out the spacing again. I think it was that, and that for that wall. Yeah, that works. And then we were that. 1, 2, and that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it does the bounce over that. That's fine. And then 1, 2. What have I done wrong here? That's what I've done wrong. It goes there. Bye bye. And then there. Yeah, that looks okay. Ooh, what we could do as well. This is where I'm going to be a little sneaky, because I like things being balanced and all the rest of it, and not in quite the Thanos way, much more in a just I like the aesthetic of that way. So because this is all green in here, and we're going to do the other one as aqua or as cyan, we're going to put the carpet in here as cyan and just kind of keep it all balanced out. I hate that the carpet always piles up too quickly, so you end up with floaty bits that you've got to destroy. I could do it more slowly, but that would be common sense, really, and what's the point in that? See, like that, that's just behave, please, game. I also like leaving just like a bit of the wood exposed there. I might make it, I'm going to make it one longer, I think. Oh, bother. I almost said the rude words. I've already said one rude word in the stream tonight. We don't want to make it more than that. bop, bop. And we want to make it reach their bed so the toes don't get splinters when they wake up in the morning. That's the kind of thought that I put into this stuff, and I probably should see my GP about that, because that is not a normal way for a brain to function. Dad jokes on Twitter. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm not sad, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Alright, another dad joke, and this is again one that I've actually picked up over the years. So, there's a radio station in Ireland, and the DJ is going through the morning call-outs, the morning kind of caller messages and stuff. And he gets to the last one, and finally he reads, "And finally, we would like to offer our most sincere congratulations to Paddy, who is 111 today. And we'll be right back after these messages." And the adverts happen, and they come back from the messages. "We would like to apologise and retract our previous statement and offer our condolences to Paddy, who is ill." I'll let you guys figure that one out for yourselves there. That's one my dad... That is actually a dad joke. That's one that I got from my biological father. So, yeah. Many moons ago. Many, many moons ago. When I was a young... very nearly said young warthog. I've been watching The Lion King recently. When I was a young warthog. We don't want doors on these bits, I don't think. We just want it to kind of be a flow through. In fact, we could knock out this wall, you know. And open plan it a bit. Yeah, I like that. Because we've still got the little hallway bit to enter the room in, but... yeah, it gives it just like a different feel, doesn't it? It makes it look a bit more interesting like that. Cool. That is the first one done for the top floor. Let's flop down here. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to go over and we're going to do the next one first. And then we'll work out the ground floor. I'm on the wrong side of the build. I've just disoriented myself in the worst way. Also, we want to get stairs in there at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bang, 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 bang. Cool. Let's do an Optimus Prime and roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wunderbar. That's good, yeah, that's good. Just approaching the halfway point on the stream. 58 minutes. Making some good progress so far. 2 hours seems to be about the right length for a stream, or kind of an hour and a half, 2 hours. Any longer than that, my voice begins to get raspy and horrible. But also, it's a good game and it's a fun game, but if you play it too much, you kind of just go a little insane. But to quote Alice in Wonderland, nothing wrong with being mad, all the best people are. I'm paraphrasing, of course, I don't know the actual quote quite that well. Right, let's get some lanterns in the corners again, just to work out the lighting. In fact, let's do them on the ceiling so we can save time later on. Sid, what time are you going to bed, just out of curiosity? Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. Never, lol. I mean, you are, because I know how much you value your sleep. I should have made a mental note of how many blocks in that was meant to be. I'm going to guess this. Oh, I'm going to have to go over and check to the other house. That's annoying. Oh, could I connect them through the middle, I wonder? That's an interesting thought. Maybe, maybe not. We will see. Oh, day off tomorrow. Very nice. 3 blocks in. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I got that wrong. Knew it didn't look quite right. Doing anything nice with your day off tomorrow, Sid? I keep doing that. I keep going out the wrong entrance and forgetting which way I'm going. Sound like a character from a 90s TV show. 1, 2, 3. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Oh, you're having an art day. Very nice. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that soon. And we can just go blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. And pick up the floor there. Come on, move your butt. Silly machine. There we go. I realise that I've done that stupidly, but it'll all come out in the end. It all comes out in the wash. Easy to do that if I do it that way. Then just block through the rest. Let's just bash through these bits. Right, and we can fix the floor that I've made a mess of. Right, so if memory serves, it was 1 block, and then we did that, and that, and that. Cool, yeah, that looks about right. We're doing the cyan bed this time. Cyan bed. Oh, bother, I've forgotten. Okay, let's try it this way. Bump. Bop. I think that's right. If it's not, we'll soon find out, and I'll scream blue murder. There was a gap. That much I remember. And then... yeah, that looks about right, because then if we go and do this, we go 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's right. And then it was but. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's right. I know that's right. That feels good. And then but was that one too many and one too few? No, that's spot on. Spot on. We like that. Right, and then let's get the... did that over on the last one as well. Silly brain. Nope. Nope. It's there. There we are. Wunderbar. Okay. So that one matches, and we need to get the green carpet on this one, don't we? Let us replace the other carpet with that, and we want to go here and smash through those. Oh, that carpet does my head in. Nothing worse than unwanted carpet, am I right? Or am I right? The carpet is why we're doing dad jokes, isn't it? I blame the carpet. Alright, another one for you. Englishmen, Irishmen and Scotsmen are working on a building site. Not the Olympic one, this is a different building site, just because I don't want you to think I'm telling the same joke. So, the 3 of them are sat down at the lunchtime and they're opening up their lunches together. Now, the Englishman is the first to open up his lunch, so he reaches down and sorry, not the Englishman, the Irishman. Yes, no, the Englishman opens up his sandwiches first. And sure enough, so he's got ham and mustard sandwiches, which is, of course, the most English sandwich of them all. And he throws his hands up in dismay and he says, "Oh, I cannot flipping believe my wife. If she makes me ham and mustard sandwiches one more time, I'm going to take myself up to that crane, I'm going to jump off, and I'm going to end it all. I've had enough of it. I'm sick to the back teeth of ham and mustard sandwiches." So the other two kind of nod their acknowledgement of this and, they carry on, have the lunch. The Scotsman opens his sandwiches next, and it's haggis. Haggis in the sandwiches. And he throws his hands up in dismay and he just says, I cannot believe my wife would put haggis in a sandwich. Who in their right minds puts haggis in a sandwich? If she does this to me again, I'm going to join you. I'm going to get up on top of that crane. I'm going to jump off and I'm going to end it all. It's flippin' ridiculous. So he has his rant and the other two nod in agreement. Finally, it is the Irishman's turn to open up his sandwiches. And he does so. And he throws his hands up in frustration like the other two have. And he says, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I've got flippin' lamb and mint in my sandwiches again. If I get this tomorrow, I'm going to join you boys. I'm getting up on that crane and I'm jumping it off and I'm ending my life. That's it. I've had it. So they have their moment. They have their little grumble and what have you. And that's it. They finish their lunch and they go home. So evening passes, morning arrives, and they are there again at work, and it's lunchtime again. So the Englishman tentatively opens up his sandwich tin, and he rolls his eyes, and then he sighs. And he turns to the other two boys, and he says, lads, I'm sorry, but this is it for me. She's done it again. Ham and bloody mustard. I cannot be having this again. So he throws his tin down onto the ground. He walks up to the crane. He climbs it by hand, takes himself to the edge, jumps off, splat, dead. The Scotsman takes a big gulp, and then he opens up his sandwich tin, and he throws his hands up in dismay. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It's haggis again. See ya, pal. So he marches off to the crane as well, climbs up, jumps off, splat, dead. The Irishman's left on his lonesome now, and he's feeling rather nervous himself. So again, he opens up his sandwich tin, and lo and behold, it is exactly what he has feared as well. It is lamb and mint in his sandwiches. So he reluctantly drops his tin onto the ground, slowly marches off to the crane, climbs up, jumps off, splat. And that would seem like a really bad place to end the joke, so I should probably continue it. So 3 days pass, and the three wives are at the funeral. They decide that they're all going to do it together because the three of them know each other and all the rest of it. It's just cheaper. So the Scotswoman and the Englishwoman are just stood beside each other, grieving, consoling each other, and just sobbing their eyes out. The Englishwoman says, if only I'd known. If only he'd told me that he didn't like ham and mustard, I would have given him anything else. Anything. The same response from the Scotswoman as well. She's just flabbergasted by it and just, if only he told me he didn't like haggis. He's Scottish. Who doesn't like haggis? He's Scottish. I don't get it. Well, the two of them console each other for a while, and then they realise that the Irish woman is just stood alone, looking at the husband's casket, shaking her head in disbelief. So the two of them go over and they realise that this is hitting her just as hard as it's hitting them. So they put their arms around her and say, it's alright, dearie, we understand, we know what you're going through. And the Irish woman just pushes them away and she just shakes her head and says, no, you don't. He made his own sandwiches. I'm just going to let that one sit for a minute. That is the best example of a joke that is far too long for the payoff that it gives you. I'm not really helping myself if I want more people to watch these streams by telling jokes like that, but you know what, who cares? Always make that joke made me cry the first time I heard it. It was that good. The swerve was something I just did not see coming at all. There we go. Those are our barracks and our bedrooms all done. Well, the bedrooms are done. The barracks are not. We need to finish off a few bits and pieces still. We've got the flooring downstairs to do, and then we've got to do the mess halls in both areas. So let's descend into madness. I mean, into the lower area. Need to do the ladder as well, don't we? Ladder, birchwood. On a scale of 1 to 10, Sid, how would you rate that joke? I'm aware I'm inviting some form of insult here, but stuff it. Why not? I'm very impressed if you followed it all because it's a long ass joke. Two out of 10. I lolled a little. Alright, I'm gonna have to go in with the big guns then. This is my favourite joke. I may have told you it before, but I don't think I've said it on stream before, so brace yourself. So it's a work-related joke. Linda has applied for a job working at the local toy factory in the States. So she goes in on her first day, introduces herself to the manager and the team. The manager takes her to where she'll be working at the bottom of the production line and explains to her how she has to do her job and leaves her to it, really. Gives her the induction, all the rest of it, and job's a good one, or so he thinks. Well, about a day later, the floor manager from the actual manufacturing area of the company storms into the office, storms into the HR manager's office, and he's demanding an explanation. What on earth were you thinking hiring this woman? She is useless. Production has stopped. There's just nothing going on. I need you to look into this because this is just unacceptable. These are unacceptable working conditions. My team aren't able to do what they need to do. And so the manager, the HR manager, just kind of nods and says, okay, let's investigate it. What project is she working on at the moment? Well, you've put her on the production line for the Tickle Me Elmo dolls. Right, okay, that's fine. So the HR manager walks down with the floor manager. They walk past the production line. And as they reach the end of the final conveyor belt, they realise that there are just dolls just scattered everywhere. And that the conveyor belt is piling up. There's just no progress being made whatsoever. And so they approach Linda, and the HR manager clocks eyes on her first, and he just bursts into tears of laughter. And the floor manager just looks at him as if to say, what are you laughing at? Why is this funny to you? And what Linda's actually doing is she's taking the roll of red fabric that all Elmos are adorned with, and she is cutting off a little pouch, sewing it together, and taking two of the eyeballs, the little marbles that they put on the Elmos, on all the Muppets, and she's actually putting two of these eyeballs inside this little pouch. And she's taking a needle and thread, and by hand she's sewing the little pouch onto the undercarriage of the Elmos, just between the legs. And the HR manager finally recovers, and he laughs, and he says, Linda, I'm so sorry, but you've misunderstood my instructions. What I had actually asked you to do was to give them 2 test tickles. Yeah. That joke still makes me laugh now. It shouldn't. It can't be a good thing to laugh at your own jokes. It surely isn't, but... Again, please rate that one, Sid, if you're still here and you haven't decided just to commit Harry Carey by now. Up the stair and across to the other side, and bump, bump. Right, what we need to do now is work out our mess hall. What do we want to do with it? So we want a different type of wood to kind of complement the wood we're using at the moment. So we're going to go for a dark wood. Dark oak? No, let's go for spruce. We like spruce. G'day, spruce. G'day, Sheila? Spruce? No? We need some spruce fencing. Vis-a-vis the last joke, the fencing joke. What do we want? We want some other things here. Where is there? Spruce pressure plate. That'll come in handy. I'm insulted. My Tickle Me Elmos don't have any. Need a word with Linda. Do you actually have a Tickle Me Elmo doll? Let's get some lanterns. I really hope that you actually have a Tickle Me Elmo, because that would be amazing. 4! Sid, you've got a problem is what you've got. Why do you need 4 Tickle Me Elmos? What's that all about? that's a lot of that's a lot of Tickle Me Elmos. Oh man. Also, if I ever told you that joke before, because that's just too funny if I have. That's brilliant. Oh dear. That has pleased me immensely. Let's have a look at what we're going to do. We need something to cook with, and we need something to act as a worktop. Usually as a worktop, I kind of go for the iron blocks, which we're using as the flooring outside, so I don't really want the iron blocks. So let's see what else we can do for a work surface. Don't want sand. That would be the worst thing. Let's try some spruce wood. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this. We want to have a kind of cooking area along one of these back walls. I also want a bell on. I don't know why I want a bell, but I do. Apologies to any headphone users out there. I lied, no apologies. Right, let's get rid of those. I'll work out something with the bells later on. Smashy, smashy. Lanterns we want up in the corner again, just to fully light the room. Got the first original one when I was 5, then got one at 10 and 20 anniversaries, and then I have an animated one that rolls on the floor. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I'm probably the only other human on the planet who will think that's really cool. I know you have an Elmo tattoo. I've seen your Elmo tattoo amongst your many, many tattoos. I've seen most of your tattoos at this point, to be fair. Most of. Let's see how that... Oh, I like the look of that. That looks nice. We can make it almost like a little... bit further, and here we go. Boom. Boom. The gap is important. The gap is going to be useful to us. Right, I'm going to try and get this equilateral on the other side as well. So we're going to literally jump between the rooms a lot now. So we want it here. Bosh, 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 bosh. Bosh, bosh. I think that's correct. Let's just double check. Oh no, it's too short. So it's 2 in and it's 3 in. Okay. Now I've got some good ideas here, so bear with. We have a little countertop area with like, oh, this is going to be a pain in the proverbial to do, I think. Let's see if we can get this. If I do it just like this, we can have like a little hanging, what do you call it, counter area. I cannot do the words. There we go. Smashy. Oh, flipping thing. There we go. Look at that. That looks cool. And then we can just smack that one on the head. Yeah, look at that. And that we can actually put something else on. Oh, there is no internet connection. Oh, the internet is struggling. I'm going to quickly grab my phone and jump off the internet and hope that that fixes it. Okay, it seems to have fixed it. Good, 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 good. Ooh, just come up to 11 in the UK. Right, okay, cool. So we've got that. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to get some chain, because who doesn't like a good Fleetwood Mac sing along? I'm not actually going to sing Fleetwood Mac at you, don't worry. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, actually, that kind of works in the corner there. Does it? No, actually it doesn't. Okay, it's fine. Don't need it hanging. Not when we can do this instead. No, we don't want that. Wrong button. Come on, brain. We don't need it hanging. We can just have it as it is. Jump, bump, and jump, bump. Hour 21. Still got just under 45 minutes, under 40 minutes to go. That's cool. Right, let's get this one looking as good as the other one looks. So over to the Sprucewood Stairs. See if I can get the angle right this time. No, we can't, but that's fine. Now we can do it that way. And bop, 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 bop. Oh, that's horrendous. Got to get the angle just right on these ones, otherwise they look rubbish. Slow and steady wins the race. Good, I did put that in the same place in the other one. Smack dab in the place it should be. I'm just going to double check something on the other one, because my brain is doing weird things to me tonight. Yep, I thought so. Okay, which do I prefer? I like it being there. So we're going to do that on this one, and we're going to get the other one looking the same. We're also going to get a trapdoor made of spruce. Replace the bell, because we don't really need the bell at this point. Oh, actually. With the stripped wood, because we're not going to use that. I'll do this here. There, look at that. Oh, that's... Why is it doing it that way? Do this... No. Oh, come on. It should work that way, so if I do... Oh, okay, got an idea. Bang. Oh, I should have used the stripped wood, but anyway. So I do that. No! Yes! And then... Boom. Yeah, that looks good. Cool, that's how we want it. And over to the other side. Right, I need to change the wood. Got a problem. Where is my wood? Here is my wood. It's the stripped wood. We need to put block there and get rid of that one. Block there and put that there and then get rid of that one. Oh, in fact, you know what? Controversial opinion. Does that, I put it on the wrong angle. Does that look better? Oh, idea. Oh, it's going to be a bar slash ordering counter. I'm good. Right, check this out. This is going to be cool. So we're going to put this along the back. And that can go as that. And then, watch this. This is going to be really cool. Get into our inventory. We're going to get our favourite item, the item frame. We're going to replace the chain. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our food and drink items. And have a little look here to see if there's anything else. CD will look cool. Let's put that there. What looks like it would belong in a pub? Well, the elixirs would actually, wouldn't they? And turkey. Who doesn't like a turkey or a chicken or whatever the hell that is? Cooked chicken. Let's put cooked chicken there because we don't need the pressure plate for the time being. And oh, my menu refreshed. That's annoying. Bread. Yeah, bread. Why not bread? Beetroot soup. I can go there, and then something drinkable. Bottle O enchanting. Yeah, that looks like the right kind of thing to be doing here. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Okay, so now what we do is we simply do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can go one at each end. Oh, I don't need one at each end. Just like that. It's a bar area. In fact, let's put a few more on, just because I like it to look like. There's no limit to these, so why not? Makes it feel like a bar now. Through we go, down goes the lid. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That looks phenomenal. That looks really, really good. I like that. And if we get the wood back, where is the wood? Stripped spruce. Hello, my name is Spruce. And that's the wrong wood, isn't it? No, that's the right wood. Cool. I hate it when I do that. Remember the pattern that we had in the other one. Cool. Boom. 2 identical bars. Now we can worry about tables and areas to sit. So we want spruce, we want... Oh, let's clear the toolbar for goodness sake. There we go. The stream's kind of just turned out into a bit of interior decorating tonight, I'm afraid. Not too much proper building. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Get one of those there. Where is the thing that I was looking for? Oh, yeah. Cool, okay. So what we really want now is just a couple of eating areas. So let's get some of these. Let's go 3 long. And let's go 3 long here as well. And then we go on the fencing. This is cool. So you go fence, 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 and then use the pressure plate on top to make your tabletops. And it looks table height. But because it's an actual bar or pub area, we don't want it to be super rigid as to how it looks. So what we'll do on this side is... I'm going to have to reflect this all on the other side, of course, as well. But got 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and make like a little corner area where we'll just stick a table. Oh, that's the wrong place to place that. So that looks cool there. And it leaves a bit of space over here as well. So again, we can just do a few single kind of spaced seats and stuff here. That can go there and that can go there. Let's do a double. Let's do a double booth. Sid, when you come down at Christmas, I'm going to have to take you out to the pub up the road to the Penguin Lounge. We'll have a bite to eat and some drinks, because they do some real good food. Like, it's seriously tasty food. Let's do a back-to-back bear thingy. Boom. Right, so this is 1 in and 3 away, and that is also 3 away. Right, let's see how good my memory is. I figured you'd be down for that. So we want the bar 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, was it 2 or 3 in? I think it was 2 in. I'm gonna double check. 3. Struth. Dun dun dun. Whoops, a daisy. And this was along the back, and it was 3, so this is where the corner piece would be. Meaning we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. And in the centre here was the table. Cool, I think that's correct. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, and then it was 2 in, was it? Or 3 in? Let's double check this. Yeah, oh, it was 1 in. Right, so double booths, 1 in. Where am I going? Blimey. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. That is your Thanos quote for the evening. And then just the pièce de résistance, we're going to have 1 in line with the table there, 1 in line with the table there, 1 in line with the table there, and 1 not in line with the other table, but that's cool. Yep, cool, there we go. Alright, that's it finished. Apart from doors, but I'm not sure if it needs doors really, if it's an open bar area. Not sure, we'll figure it out. We'll play around in a second. Right, okay, time to play with the doors. We need pressure pads that are made of the same material. But we also want outdoor pressure pad as well. So the outdoor pressure pad will be stone. Indoor one will be spruce. And let's have a look at some doors. And also we're going to need some white concrete. That will be useful. Doors. Right, I like that one. Or I like that one as well. Dark oak and the other one. Okay, let's have a play. I think this is the winner, actually. Oh, because of the stairs, the pressure plate might not work properly. I wonder if I put it there. One there, one there. Okay, then we do pressure pad, pressure pad. So you can get in that way. But if I put the pressure pads here, it ain't gonna reach, is it? Yeah, interesting. Can't put it there. I could put it there. But then I'd have to put the stairs here. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Okay, so birch stairs. Oh, that's the wrong one I clicked, but that's okay. Which also means actually I should change this to birch anyway. Let's do that. What a creative journey we're all on, eh? There we go, look at that. Badoom, badoom. Which means we've got to do it at the other end as well. That's irritating. Bomb, 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 bomb. Whoops. Da da da. And turning it around so the stairs face the right way. Door, door. Stone, stone. Yep, cool. That all works. Over to the other build. Oh, wait. Yeah, that looks much better. Then. And quickly go bup ba ba bup bup bop 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 bop. I make weird sound effects sometimes. I do apologise. And this door as well. And we are there, ladies and gentlemen, or in this case just me and Sydney. It is complete. It all looks rather good. It all looks equal, it all looks as it should do, and if we go up here, all of this is done as well. Look at that, that looks great. I'm really pleased with that. That's come off a treat. Well, we've still got another 20 odd minutes left of the stream, which is cool, so let's find something else to tinker with for a few minutes. But I'm very pleased that progress has been made inside this weird army complex city thing that I've made. So, the next question is this. What do we start on? We could start work on demolishing some of the village. And deciding what bits we'll keep. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Oh. Okay, so I like the way the water kind of naturally comes in and around the area, so I'm not going to really tinker with that too much. That bit looks a bit rigid, so I might build a few bits over here. These buildings all have to go really, because they're all just kind of pretty derelict and pretty rubbish to look at. Plus they look the same colour as the desert, and I don't like that. I'm trying to decide what kind of aesthetic we're going to go for the walls of the buildings, because I could stick with what I've got on the inside of the army barracks. But that's a bit basic. It all look the same, and that's a bit meh for me. So let's have a play with some materials. What we could look at is some acacia wood. We've not played with that really very much. Or some crimson wood, maybe? Jungle wood's got an interesting aesthetic to it, to be fair, as well. Let's have a look at jungle wood. See how it looks out in the open. That could be interesting. That could be good roofing material, and then we need a base colour. So we'll go for concrete, but a different colour concrete, maybe. Or even just like stripped wood. Stripped wood would look really nice on the outside of a building, actually. Okay, let's try something. Let's just try building a very basic building from the outside. Is that stripped? Oh, it's a log, right, okay. That's what we were after. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very basic shape. We're really just playing around here and just seeing how it looks against everything else. I'm undecided at the moment. It looks okay. It's not my favourite, but it's certainly not the worst. You can mix up different styles as well, because it is a village. It's not as regimented as an army garrison. And then for the roof we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 by 6, meaning that the interior would be 4 by 4. Just dig down into the sand as well, because we want to have the floor at entry level or at stair level. And then let's go for insanity is taking me again. And we'll have the door on this side. What we can then do is on the lip go. It's just a very basic little hut. This will be like a little store or something. I don't hate it. I think that's nice actually. I like that. It's just simple. Window. Let me go. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. My brain has just gone put for the evening. And yeah, let's just get this in here. Okay, see how that looks from the outside now. You know what? That works. I like it. It's simple. Go smack it through another window there. Gonna make that wood as well, and we're gonna make this like a little, just like a little shop. We'll literally just make it like a standard like general store of some description. So what we're gonna do is gonna get some glass for the windows. Gonna get a spruce door, because the spruce door will be a nice contrast to the jungle wood. And we need like a stone desktop or something. Alright, let's have a look. Let's go for maybe just another wood, another style of wood again. Mix it all up, make it look really organic. Stripped oak wood. Okay, so our countertop will be here. And will it actually? If I, idea. Maybe I need it a bit bigger. Nah, let's keep the size. What we're going to do is this. We'll put the thing here. It's literally going to just be a walk-in shop where you've got a counter. That we can put something on. And here we've got a back row that we can do stuff with. So let's put the door on first, make it look a bit homely. So you literally just go in. Hello, sir. Can I have something? What we want as well. Close the door. Want a lectern in here to act as a till point. Where is the lectern? It's up. And it's somewhere up here. There we go, lectern. Cool. Right, let's figure out what we want to sell in this shop. We could make it a music shop. We could make it a food shop. Make it a bookshop. In fact, you know what we could do? Let's mix it up. Let's get the bookshelves and item thingy as well. Item thingy. Bookshelf, bookshelf, bookshelf. Further up, and there we go. And what we'll also do is get some enchanted books. See, this is going to look quite cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to build a back wall here. This is going to be a bookshop, but we don't want it all to be like that. We don't even want it to be that high. Let's put in. Yeah, this is going to look really cool. Okay. I don't like it looking super even sometimes. Sometimes I like to mix it up a bit. So let's go for just bookshelf there, there and there. Whoop, there. Let's put the lectern as you face the door, because that's exactly what we want. There we go. And on these bits here, this is going to look really cool. We're going to put that as in fact, let's get rid of these. Let's just go for standard wood here, because it's not really at visible level. Go for here and standard wood there, bookshelf, and another bookshelf there. So we've got 3 spaces here where we're going to put item frames. We're going to put enchanted book there, quill book there, and something else. Something to give it a bit more pizzazz and a bit more variety. Let's have a look. You know what? Why not? Let's stick a clock in there. That looks cool because it actually moves the item frame a little bit as well. That's really nice. We like that. Okay. So we've got now a bookshop, which is quite tall. Do we need that ceiling bit visible, I wonder? No, you know what, let's leave it as it is. Let's keep it like that. I like that. And just look at that. That's nice. Okay, so we've built a house. It's a little small, but we want the shops to be a little small, I guess. We don't want them to be overpowering or overbearing. The next thing I want to work out is what we're going to do with the pathway. Now, because the walls, all of these walls that I've put in the army barracks and stuff and around the city around the little village are the oak wood. I'm going to try and... This is birchwood, actually, I think. Yeah, okay. We're going to go birchwood with the flooring of the town, maybe? Or do I want to change it into a concrete? What is this? This is redstone. Cool, okay. Or red sandstone. Let's go for some cut red sandstone and see how that looks. Let's get all of the sandstone. Try terracotta, maybe. Is that terracotta? Ah, it's terracotta. I don't like this patterning that they've done of like 4 bits. So, or, you know, five bits. I can't count. What's wrong with me tonight? So what we'll do is we're going to turn it into something a bit more linear. Because it does contrast the sand nicely, but I think it looks better if it's a bit more solid. We're going to make it 4 by 4 at the moment here, I think. Well, not 4 by 4, but 4 across. Do that there. We are going to do something with this, actually. This is just a tiny little hut, isn't it? Leave that there for now. Figure out what to do with it later on. And let's work out a little pathway. We'll make the little pathways like 3 across, maybe. That link up with the main. This is going to be a labour of love, isn't it? One more. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? That the King and I reference, I believe that is. Sir Ben Kingsley, of all people. What a legend. Still my favourite surprise in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was him being the fake Mandarin in Iron Man 3. As Trevor Slattery, who was just this washed-up British actor who has been playing a role in his mind. He's been playing a role, and actually he's been accidentally fronting a terrorist organisation that he isn't aware of, which is a lot of people hated that. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really funny. I'm a fount of literally so much geeky knowledge, it's unreal. We are very near the end of the stream, I am afraid, but we have made some great progress tonight. Oh, I like that. In the daylight, that looks really cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's going to be what we go for. I mean, the game kind of knows what it's doing there in that respect as well. So let's get rid of that hay bale. Maybe make this bit wider, potentially. Bop, 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 bop. Bye-bye, terracotta. Bye-bye, bye-bye. I love the water in this game. It's just so basic. You get some games which have got lovely water physics and lovely water design, but this is just simple, classic. And you can do stuff like this. He says, reaching for a large bucket of water. Fill it out, even it out so there aren't any bumps or shaky bits. And look at that. There we go, we've got a little bit of a pond there. We could even get that to link up with the... Is that linked to the main? That is linked to the main. Ooh, I like that. That's got... that's a bit interesting. Let's try that. And then smashy, smashy. Smashy, 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 smashy. Nice and even, and it goes under there, which is okay, I guess. Cool. Alrighty. Another few minutes and then we're going to have to call it. But that's okay. All good things must come to an end. Or all weird things in this case, because this is me being weird. Sharing a little bit of my creativity and my craziness with the rest of the world, which has been kind of a recurring theme for me of late, really. I like sharing my own kind of ideas and my spin on things and my little crazy thoughts with you all. Because honestly, I try and keep these streams as fun and as positive as possible. We're all living in a very challenging time. I think that goes really without saying. So if by me being a bit weird and random and doing stuff like this on the internet, if it brightens anybody's day, even one person, that's good enough for me. It means that I'm using the skills that I've been given to do something that makes somebody else smile. And really, what more is there to life than, happiness and enjoying life? That's your after-school special of the evening. That's the happy-go-lucky section of the evening over and done with, I promise. I love how tall this is. That one actually goes beyond the clouds. Oh, I do like that. Whee! Oh, I'm glad it brightens your day, Sid. I am. I'm very glad that it brightens your day. I've got a lot more people as well viewing my my vlogs on my Facebook at the moment, which is really cool. So, that's really nice. I did one a couple of weeks ago, which was a bunch of different poems about the transition between summer and autumn, and that got over 45 views, which was really nice. Because I also wrote a poem for that, which is again, it's just me using a bit of my creativity and a bit of my weirdness to just share something different, to give guys, a bit of something different to enjoy and to try. So I am glad that people get stuff out of it. It is nice. Right, I'm just tinkering now, really. I think that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to call it there. So I'm going to retreat back to my ship from whence I came. Little island with some trees I planted. They finally grew. That's good. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. There's a lot of ocean here as well. I should build another ship at some point. Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Out on the shore they work all day, out in the sun they slave away, while we devoting full time to floating under the sea. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. Cool. Da-dun. Da-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It is definitely time for me to go to bed. I mean, I'm not going to go to bed just yet. I'm probably going to watch some anime or put my feet up. Have a cup of tea. I need to go down and make a cup of tea. I'm parched. I love doing these streams, but they do make me hecka thirsty. So that is going to be the next mission for my evening. That looks better. I don't know why I like it like that, but I do. Right, let's retreat to Captain's cabin. Ahoy hoy! And there we go, we start where we began. Thank you very much for joining. Sid, I hope you had a good time. And anyone who ends up watching this on repeat as well, like, share and subscribe if you do enjoy the content that I put out. Always feel free to drop a comment and a suggestion as to what you'd like to see me do. I'm probably going to do another stream at some point tomorrow, but not of Minecraft. I might do a different game just to break it up for myself a bit. So I've got a whole list of games that I could play. I've got Mass Effect Andromeda, Gran Turismo, Kingdom Hearts, Skyrim. I've got Harry Potter Lego, Marvel's Spider-Man, which I'm playing through on the hardest difficulty. So yeah, if you guys would like to see me play anything like that or have suggestions, please comment away. But for now, I am going to love you all and leave you. So thank you very much for watching. And I will see you on the next video. Love you, bye.